At Frank Keane Volkswagen, we're celebrating 10 years as Ireland's favourite Volkswagen dealer. That's 10 years of bringing you the best value and range in Volkswagen vehicles, 10 years building strong customer relationships, 10 years supporting our local communities, and 10 years delivering superior satisfaction. From everyone at Frank Keane Volkswagen, we want to say thank you for placing your trust in us. Frank Keane, number one for Volkswagen. For more info, see frankkeenvolkswagen.ie.
It's Dylan's KC Barbecue at 4 Valley locations. Our sports bar in Arrowhead is packed with TVs for the ultimate sports fan. Our Wildlife World Zoo location will have you on the edge of your seat, dining right next to our 60,000-gallon shark tank. Dylan's Bayou at Pleasant Harbor has never-ending sunsets, beautiful people, and live music every weekend. And our newest location, Western Trails Ranch, is 12 acres of rodeo fun and live outdoor concerts for the entire family. It's Dylan's KC Barbecue, where we're elite, unique, and memorable.
Welcome to the She's So Right show. Conservative women being led by Christ to stand for what's right.
Meet your hosts, Lindsey Graham, labeled the Patriot Barbie by the leftist mob. She is a proud author and advocate for freedoms and conservative values.
Brandy Barclay is a powerful Christian voice on Faith Talk Radio, the founder of Power Soul, and a certified life coach.
Guys, get ready to say it way more than you're used to.
She's so right.
Starts now.
Freedom fighters. Are you tired of giving your hard-earned money to big corporations who use their power against us? The more money we give them, the more power they have. We are done. As conservatives, the best and most effective way to vote is with our dollars.
We are also committed to shopping products that are cutting edge and toxin free for a healthier lifestyle. Next time you need daily essentials for your home and body, or are looking to drastically improve your skincare and health care with superior collagen and supplements, go to www.shesorightshow.com and click Shop Our Products. Get instant access to our favorite things that will revolutionize your home, your health, and how you do business in the USA.
Use our shopping link to get $10 off your first order. Go to www.shesorightshow.com. Follow us on Instagram at SheSoRightShow to find all our promo codes and discounts.
Hey, freedom fighters, we are back. Brandy and Lindsey with the She's So Right show, and our special valuable guest today is Jim Lehman for AZ Senate. Woo. CEO and founder of DEPCOM Power, 30 years experience in engineering and construction in large-scale power plants, a graduate of the University of Alabama, and in July launched his Arizona Senate campaign. Welcome, Jim.
Well, good morning, ladies, and thanks for what you do for this country and our beautiful state as well.
Well, thank you. Well, you're doing a little bit more. You're running for office. You're going to actually make changes. We're just talking about it, but
we're just compelled to speak up and be big mouths for freedom. And like you said before when we were talking, trying to save our state and country.
Yeah. So we're excited to host you.
Well, thank you very much. Not a politician, as you know.
That's right.
And decided that, I can complain, I can go do something about it, and that's why we're running. Been fortunate over many years to support conservative candidates, financially. Of course, a big supporter of the audit. Mm-hmm. Also, recently, in fact, just this year, my company and I founded paying for the largest private voter registration project in the country.
Nice.
You can say that we're now out registering Democrats 4-1 in our beautiful state.
Yes.
So with all of that, and I just see this voting record of Mark Kelly. Oh my God! We've got to get this communist sympathizer out of there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So one thing I love about your story, Jim, this is what I heard the first time I saw you speak was at Carrie Lake's first rally. And what resonated with me is that you are a successful business owner, and we're going to focus on pointing out that most of your or all of your business is right here in America. But it kind of reminds me of Trump's story. Like, you don't need to do this. You are doing just fine running your businesses all on your own. And so to sacrifice so much to to make a running and to run a campaign and to, take time away from your family. That's very commendable. So thank you for doing that.
Well, thank you. And I do get asked on the campaign trail once in a while if I've been to if I had a lobotomy because it's
what compelled you? I mean, what obviously saving the country, but what was the straw that broke the camel's back for you that said I need to get in here?
It started with the audit. I was on the presidential elector. On your ballot is one of the for President Trump. And when I saw what was going on when Giuliani was first looking at the ballots, and we could see obvious errors, and then I support the audit. We had a great team in Arizona that did that. And then just simply to start seeing that kind of, that's last week's or last year's news. We need to move on. Guys, I served as many as millions in this country have done. I served 6 years in the military as a paratrooper officer and engineer officer to, basically serve this republic. Mm-hmm. That, one legal vote counts one time. Mm-hmm. And to see that shoved aside, then you start seeing, the parents rising up, even, of course, locally, mm-hmm. CRT in our schools, the debacle in Afghanistan. It's just so many things, one after another, that seem to have accelerated at an incredible pace under, Mark Kelly, Biden, those guys in D.C. This is not America. This is becoming something else, and I need to step in and, be a fighter for Arizona in the U.S. Senate.
Yeah. I think a lot of people they're seeing what's going on. It's alarming, to say the least. That's an understatement. But a lot of people don't know how to take action or what it is that they're willing to do to make a stand. Office obviously isn't for everyone. So, is there something you feel is a strong suit that brings you into, say, Brandy and I are great at being loudmouths on the radio. That's what I think I'm going to stop there. People say, are you going to run for office? I don't know if I have that in me, right. but being on the radio and running for office are two very different things. So, and you do great. I saw you speak at Carrie's rally, and you got people hyped up, and mm-hmm. What you stood for. What you stood for is exactly what we're looking for. That's why we're having you on our station, because we promote you. So
I call him the Patriot Kevin Costner.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
And you know what? When you just said you served in the Army, and I read up on you a little bit and saw that you were in Germany in the Cold War and serving, seeing firsthand communist oppression and seeing where we're headed, it must be, like you said, jarring. Like, we have to do something. This is a crucial time. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And ladies, imagine in Germany, at that time, a divided Germany, east and west, and you could see literally across the border just hundreds of muzzles of tanks that we were up against. And the reason they were there to keep their people in the country, right? And it's like, my God, the suppression that you have to go through in order to subvert your own people. We see the same thing, of course, in communist China today, where 98 million Communist Chinese Party are subjugating 1.7 billion people. They don't do that without extreme measures. Mm-hmm. We're seeing starting to creep very openly, mm-hmm. From media and Hollywood and government officials selling out to Communist China. Mark Kelly, look at his record.
Yeah.
Yep.
He has voted for open borders. He has voted for mandatory CRT in our military and our schools.
It's crazy.
This guy voted to make it illegal to ask for voter ID. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah.
What is he? This is not what Arizona voted for.
No, it's not American. I mean, we know he hates Trump and, voted to convict Trump for incitement of the insurrection, the second impeachment and all that. And the fact that, one of the big things for me anyway is that he is endorsed by Planned Parenthood, and on the other end, you're endorsed by police. Yeah. I mean, that's a big thing right there. Yep. So, like you said, everything that he's voting for is non-American. or have voted for, including the Affordable Care Act and, opposing construction of the border wall. I mean, where does it end, right?
Exactly. When Brandon Judd endorsed, along with 21,000 border agents of our National Border Patrol, the earliest ever that they've endorsed a Senate candidate. And I'm working side by side with them on policy and things like that we'll take to the U.S. Senate floor. My goal, ladies, is no business will transact on the U.S. Senate floor until we get that southern border closed. Because we're on a run rate for over 2 million people coming through our border. They're not arresting anymore. They're processing. And they know that's wrong, and their hands are tied. That's just that George Soros globalist one, world entity that does not put America first. It puts America last. And that's not what this very special republic is about. And I'm standing up for it. They've endorsed the Arizona Police Association, as you mentioned, the first time that they've endorsed this early. And all 50 of their largest police agencies across the state were unanimous. First time ever.
Wow,
so awesome.
Why? Because, again, I'm a fighter. You mentioned University of Alabama, played a couple of years of linebacker for Coach Bryant, paratrooper in the military, and having been fortunate in the engineering construction business to build billion-dollar coal, gas, and now solar power plants with great teams. I'm hands-on, and I may, no one's going to buy me, right? This is a big problem in Washington is the lobbyists, particularly Chinese Communist Party money there. I'm going to represent the people of Arizona. I'm going to fight every day to get this country back that we so love.
Amen. Thank you.
Gosh, August can't come soon enough.
Yeah, I think this is why you started off the show by saying, and we're going to go to a break here really quick, Jim, but you started off the show by saying one of my favorite things is I'm not a politician. And I honestly believe that is like the best opening statement, because normal citizens, American citizens who want our country back are looking to elect someone who doesn't do this for a living, because someone that does it for a living can be bought, is looking for, how can I get favors owed to me by doing favors? How can I mean, that whole system in itself is corrupt. So when you take someone that isn't seasoned at taking favors and giving favors and playing around with, political toys and catering to the media, that's who Americans are looking to elect, is just a normal everyday citizen like yourself. Brandy, anything to say before we go to break real quick?
Well, I think when we come back, I'd love to ask Jim how concerned he is about election integrity. Because how, we could have the best people in the world running, but without that integrity, where do we stand?
Yeah, and us voting for him.
Right.
Yeah, we'll vote for you all day long. So is that vote going to count?
You're right. And if I could bring my dead cat, I would, but
you can't. Well, in this America, you can. Welcome to Joe Biden's America. All right, guys, welcome back. We are, you're listening to the She's So Right show with Brandy Barclay and Lindsey Graham. And today we are so excited to share these microphones with Jim Lehman. He is running for U.S. State Senate, and he is everything that we stand for. So we're super excited to have him on this platform and let him tell you why he is earning your vote. And Brandy's got some challenging questions.
Well, I mean, we were talking, I keep, and this is the question I get everywhere I go, like, who am I? I don't know who I am to answer this question. That's why I like asking the big dogs that are racing. How concerned are you about election integrity?
Well, certainly, as I said earlier, with the border control and election integrity, ladies, if we don't have those two things nailed down, we just don't have a country, this beautiful republic.
Yeah, that's right.
Our foundation is not sound if we don't have those. Two, I am laser focused on both. We mentioned earlier about the Border Control and having those endorsements and working very closely with them. In terms of election integrity, I'm very proud to have supported the audit. I've helped fund the security of our great patriots, when they were doing the counting on the floor. And I am working hard to push and have our legislators in the January session upcoming